for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. First carry down for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Cousins. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 3-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, Johnson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Try to shake things up a little bit and try to get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've done before and realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Again, it's Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Derrick Henry. Very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Titans nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Khalif Raymond now. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
By Michael Pierce. A gain of a yard.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
His pass complete to A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Tennessee.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Vikings' 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run with Henry. 20! And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 7-yard line. A big play there out of the running game.
Hello?
And even 40 yards.
Hello?
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Today?
7. Titans nothing.
No, the game. No, I ain't think he was. I ain't think. It was a girls' game. I didn't think he was working today, but the game was canceled today.
1st and goal. They'll try to run for Henry. And into the end zone.
Yeah, I didn't think he was working today.
Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Titans are an extra.
Yeah, because you had said when you had seen it on the schedule, I thought you had said something about not working the girls game Sunday.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Oh, during the week. Oh yeah, Tim texted me at 3 o'clock this morning. Then
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. It's taken about 4 yards deep.
Oh, so you off on Thursdays and
Across
Fridays.
the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
Tim texted me at 2:59 this morning.
We sat in meetings with coaches, and they used the term
About
complementary football.
Acton, the whole
Defense take care of the offense.
disinfected and
That
sprayed.
didn't happen on the last possession.
And then, because it was crazy because, like,
and recover.
you know we had the game Friday.
Play fake.
The
Cousins.
team we played Friday.
That's complete to KJ Osborne.
Saturday, they emailed saying the game was canceled for Sunday.
That one good
Then
for
they
a
emailed
first
right back
down
saying there was
pickup
another
at
team
18
that was scheduled they was going to play again Sunday against the team that we played Friday.
Down right around the 42.
Then Tim texted at 2:59 this morning about BBC. Then Taylor emailed at 5 something this morning about the game being canceled. So
But for both sides, they walked away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He had to find a way to get in contact with. He was able to get in contact with Katrina, but the other guy. They want him to do it neither.
They move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
See why they wait for that long to get
first down here inside the 30. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown.
You're so right, because you really need to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball to roll. Whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, the screen guys, and of course the blocking has to fall in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's tackled
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Johnson on the return. A great return there, 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. They go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 16, Cousins. And Cook has it left side. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one. the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the carry, it's Cook. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Titans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. Big time. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Titans 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny McConnell. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the 1st half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Recovered by the Vikings.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime. One-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A big play that time for the Titans. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I tearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Score Vikings 24, Titans 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield.
21-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
5-yard line.
Draw play. Cousins to Cook. Cook with a 1st down, much more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that.
From the 35 on second down, Cousins to Jefferson on the sling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Titans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They begin with Henry. Take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On first down, Henry. Get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
now it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we'll return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. At their own 11. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run it again with Cook. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10.
A give to Cook out of the gun. He's taken a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
His 48-yard line.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself confident.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Anthony Barr coming in for his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43.
2nd and 11 now. They They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 1st down carry for Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback.
Touchdown, Tennessee!
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
It doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A first run for the backup Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, he ain't in it. Make him throw a flag when I pass, come through station. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, the flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta say, like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta say, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worried about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running out the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, six range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, he ain't in it. Make him throw a flag when I pass, come through station. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Sideline, the flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the safety. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys handshake play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag.